Previously on Sailing Via, we said goodbye to our home, the house in which we lived for the last 5 years together in the Seattle area. We packed it up, we cleaned it up, we packed up 2 cars, and we actually had a small U-Haul trailer with just some overflow stuff that we packed up as well. That evening, we said goodbye to the house and we drove up to the marina where our boat had been parked, and we intended to keep it through the next couple months of the winter. The evening that we arrived, we were exhausted from traveling and packing and moving. And so we unpacked a little bit of the U-Haul, but left the rest sitting attached to our car in the parking lot of the marina. The next morning, we woke up and the trailer had been stolen off the back of our car. So our first stretch of time on the boat was absolutely a whirlwind. We didn't film much. There was so much going on. It was challenging and hard and heartbreaking. And so this video here is a very quick walkthrough of what is in effect our first month living on Via.
The day has come. It's been, I almost said 10 years. It's been 10 days since we moved aboard full time, and between our theft and weather and water pump systems and, we haven't been able to go anywhere until now. But today is the day. We have the engine on. Water's still being funky, but I think we're gonna go for it and hope it solves itself. The kids are ready. Say hi. Say hi. And we're gonna go out. We might even sail. So the plan is to go for a few nights. I don't know. We got a weather window, so we're gonna take it. Here we are. We are on the boat and we are, 10 days in?
Yeah, 10 days in. Just spent our first night off the dock, which was awesome.
Yeah, so we finally, I feel like, have a little bit of space to breathe and think and pause for a second and sort of recap what our first 10 days have been like, because it has been, we've been through it. We have been through it. So
Monday we had to be out of the house. So Monday we spent packing up. We got a small U-Haul trailer, like the smallest enclosed trailer you can get from them, and loaded that and our 2 cars up. And
we really just needed the U-Haul because we had the dogs and some kind of bulky stuff, like we were putting our, throwing our vacuum and storage and some. So we just decided to go for the tiny little U-Haul for some of that extra stuff. And yeah, we left the house on Monday. It was a really long day, like cleaning, and it just ended up being a huge effort, like a big long day.
We packed everything up. We filled the U-Haul mostly with stuff that was going to go to the little storage unit that we have. Left the house, headed up, and we unloaded most of the stuff that needed to go on the boat and left most of the stuff that needed to go to the storage unit in the U-Haul trailer. And I put the padlock on the back of the U-Haul trailer and parked the car with the trailer attached
in the parking lot at the marina, where we have a slip. We're subletting a slip for just a few months through the winter here. And so we were just like wiped out. We brought a few things down to the boat. We locked up the U-Haul. We came down and we literally went to sleep because we were so exhausted.
I woke up, took the dogs up to the parking lot, and the U-Haul trailer was not there. The car was there, but the trailer was not. So I called Taylor and let her know that the trailer had been stolen. And it had, mostly just had things in it, which are annoying to lose, but it had a couple of things that were really important. One was a little safe that had jewelry in it, and unfortunately not just like standard jewelry, but like heirloom, incredibly meaningful stuff to Taylor and her mom and the family. So also very valuable, but it was really the sentimental kind of irreplaceable stuff. And a bin full of documents, which included our tax returns, bank statements, medical bills.
Think of a sensitive document that you probably don't want somebody in, getting in the wrong hands. It was in there. So that was our first 12 hours on the boat. They ended up finding the U-Haul just ditched like a mile away later on in the day, so we went back to get the U-Haul, and it had pretty much everything in it except for those two things. The safe with that invaluable jewelry, and all our documents that you could ever need. So it has been we're kind of at the 10-day mark now. The first 7 days have been an absolute whirlwind because that was Monday and Thanksgiving was Thursday. So this is Thanksgiving week that we're talking about here. So Tuesday was a shit show. Wednesday was a shit show. Thursday was Thanksgiving. And then we went into, what is effectively a 4-day weekend. So kind of everything got put on hold, and it has been a lot of grief for what was lost that I'm still definitely processing. Yeah.
Just a lot. Just also was so distracting from making that transition to normal life in a house, moving aboard. I think we both wanted to be able to really enjoy it and just be present for it. Yeah. And it was just really distracting.
And just such a sour start to everything. The interesting thing is we obviously chose a life of uncertainty and insecurity. We chose being not, stable and secure and all the things. And that just took it to a whole new level of I feel like I've just had an underlying unease and distrust about everything. The marina is tainted, everything about that whole experience. And not this whole, I'm sure there's plenty of time for this to come around, but it was a real slap in the face to start this whole thing off, that's for sure. And I think we both really wanted to jump in with both feet and be so excited. And within 12 hours, that rug was ripped out from underneath us, and it was a lot of devastation. And it's just been... So that was the beginning. So we are coming to you from the Anchorage, or the Anchorage mooring ball, little cove with some nice weather. We've got sunshine, and we're going to go explore here soon. But man, let me tell you,
been a week. We just need to decide if we're going to spend another night here. The problem, it's a beautiful harbor, but the island is to the west of us, and it's a tall island, so the sun is going to set. It's 1:45, and I bet the sun is going to set in the next hour.
Yeah, the sun will dip soon, so yeah, we might want to go somewhere else.
We'll whip around to the other side of the island to a little bay. We'll actually get the sunset.
All right, let's go do that.
two firsts today. We sailed the boat. Not well. To be fair, though, conditions were really strange.
Yeah, the wind kept changing on us every time we set our sails. It would do something different.
I feel like I look very weathered from today. So we sailed the boat, and we had success with the puppy pee pad. We're all very excited about that. It's been a stressful whole bunch of hours having these puppies hold their bladders.
Big success.
So we had success across all fronts. So we're in this beautiful little place. We're gonna turn on the heat. We're gonna warm up. We're gonna get some food. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
The next few weeks were spent mostly in the marina, where we rode out severe winds and weather.
It's a little windy in the marina today. I think we just hit a gust of like 51 knots. I'm happy we're here. Fenders are doing their job. So I think that was our big gust, 51.3. And we kind of have sustained 30 to 35.
Including even a couple of snow days on board. Whenever we could push off the dock, though, we did. We bounced around the San Juan Islands, covered a lot of ground, saw some beautiful sunsets, explored outdoors as much as we could, saw plenty of wildlife, and celebrated the holidays.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
That's so pretty. Hey. Hey.
Christmas.
And as soon as January arrived, we packed up our cars, packed up the contents of our small storage unit, and drove from Bellingham down to Southern California, both to move the contents of our storage unit to be closer to family in the Los Angeles area, but also to just spend the month in sunshine and give Via and ourselves a much needed rest from the grueling winter weather in the Pacific Northwest. February was as much of a whirlwind as December, since it was packed with back-to-back boat projects, getting Via ready to push off the dock for good. So join us next time as we do just that. We finally say goodbye to our permanent slip at the marina and head out into the waters as full-time cruisers.